What is up, folks? This is Ericast, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Alright, so in this episode, or prior to this episode, I did a little bit of resource collecting, which is going to help us out a ton, because in the course of looking for resources, I actually found enough sea glide fragments to make a sea glide. So can't wait for that, because sea glides are a huge step for us. So we need battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. Now I just happen to have a battery and copper wire in my inventory, but we need lubricant and titanium. So that is going to have us get some creep vine seed clusters, which I don't think I have, and I don't think I made any lubricant. So I'm super unprepared. But also we need some titanium, which we have enough of at the moment. I was going to say we have plenty of, but knowing what the last game was like, having plenty of anything is just deluding yourself. Or at least the way that I played it. So you can actually make very minimal bases and get through the game and do just fine. But that's not the way that I do things. I tend to make larger bases that I find interesting. Just right-clicking with a knife there to get the samples. Actually, that is not even what we need, though. Although I will be able to use them. That right there is what we need. So thankfully, these are actually smaller, so I can hold more of them. Inventory is full. Actually, I'm going to get rid of some of these. I'll just bring 2 back. That way I can get some more clusters. Because there's actually one right beside us, too. Oh, those are actually 2 by 2. I thought they were just a 1 by 1. But, I mean, it makes sense. They are decently large. Alright, now our home base is over there. So one thing that I actually want to start doing, and I'm not going to overload you guys with these, we do have in here voice logs. Nope, databank. Alright, so logs and communications. We have the way that we get the story from this game is often through things that we discover in the game, kind of like Dark Souls, where you kind of discover the story through the environment. The other way is through the messages that we pick up and find in different areas. We can find them in abandoned bases, through story elements that we may get communications from, things like that. So let's go ahead and play.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Okay, so that gives us an idea of where we need to go for the next step. But I'm going to work on resources and stuff like that first. Get us at least established in the area before we start searching for things like that. Alright, so I've got some materials. I need some titanium. And I can go ahead and store some of this as well. Well, I can't really store very much. Okay, Deployables Sea Glide. So, as I mentioned in the last episode,
Glide is a personal transportation device Used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
Actually, I did mention that in the last episode, but that's not what I wanted to say. Thank you, though. So, as I did mention, it is good to keep at least one battery with you at all times. And I used the battery that I was keeping with me in the creation of that. So, we need to switch that out. Also need to make probably some storage since I don't have a device to build with at the moment. Now, let's go ahead. I don't actually even need to carry the flare on us. Now, as you can see, it is a 2x2, so it takes up more room, but all right, so toggle lights is right click, and we're just going to drain power faster. And toggle the map with F. I actually don't usually use the map, although the map on this one is actually a lot better than it was in the last game. That's actually very cool. But I'm not going to use it because it takes up so much screen space. I'll use it when I need to figure out exactly what's going on with the area around me. But as you can see now, I can travel a lot faster than I could previously. And thankfully, you can actually do other things like break rocks and stuff without having to, sub the Sea Glide. So this is going to be helpful throughout our playthrough. So,
Oxygen.
also get to the surface a lot faster. You can see it took me about a second, so maybe a second and a half. And then I can continue on my way. So I am going to let's go ahead and make some storage. Now these storage containers are actually kind of cool. They do take up some of our resources here, but you know what? We've got a decent amount of resources. I'm going to make 2 of them. So it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go ahead and put some of these in. And yeah, I'm already out of room there. So I don't really like these all that much because they are a small storage. And they're not going to be where I can easily access them because you deploy them outside. So, they can be actually fairly convenient. All right, well, since you're swimming at me, I'll go ahead and deploy them out here. So, as we can see there, we have 1 waterproof locker. And they are very small. When I say small, they are small. They can only hold, for example, like 4 creep vine clusters or whatever. So not very big at all. And that's why I don't like them. But you know what? They're all the storage we have right now. So we'll use what we got. All right. So I am going to start looking for some more stuff. Left click to access it, but I need to right click. Or no, I just need to look at it from a different angle. Open storage, left click. Okay, there we go. But we can dump off this stuff now. Put that in there and that in there. I just dropped everything.
Oxygen.
I was like, what is a fish like swimming around my head or something? No, I just dropped everything I had into the open water. And now I don't see it. What happened to all my... Oh, there it is. I was like, I had a good amount of stuff there. Alright, so... Alright, so I right-clicked. I need to left-click. I feel like I'm still missing some of my things that I would have otherwise put in there. Do I see it right here? Okay, so lesson for you guys. Don't right-click when you're trying to transfer stuff into those, because you'll just throw them on the ground. All right. So yeah, I'm going to go pick up some resources, like not that. And I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so I found something interesting. So down here in this cave, we have a sea monkey nest. Okay, that's interesting. But it also is, to make it, they used a mobile vehicle bay which is going to be important for us in making our submarines. We also have an Altera data pad. So I'm curious to see what is on that. So let's go ahead and look. I'm wary about those. I don't know what they are yet, but we need to make sure we're also not on the service for long. So let's look at, is it news? Yeah. Oh, so we can't actually do this. I'm not going to read all of this. So I'll give you guys a second to go ahead and pause if you want to read it. And I'll go down. And okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play some of the other things. If you want to go ahead and pause for this one. I'm not going to read the notepads that don't have voiceovers. I'll let you guys go ahead and read them yourself. And I'll read them on my own time. But yeah, so let's go ahead.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tuber as nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
Okay, so these actually replenish oxygen, which is pretty cool.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So this is actually kind of a waste, but let's go ahead and do that. Now, it didn't actually fill it up to full, which is interesting, which is kind of what I expected. Give us about 20 seconds, I guess. I didn't look closely to see how much it gave us, but I can do that. I'm just running around trying to collect as much as I can because I know I will use it later.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
These are really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for different fragments of things that I can use to get more blueprints, because that's what's going to progress us the most right now. Now, I do need to look for the outpost. That usually has stuff like that. Story markers usually have a bunch of blueprints or things you can get blueprints from. So that's probably what I'm gonna look for here pretty soon. But at the moment, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, it's just a normal creep vine. I wondered if, since they were different color, they were gonna, help us out and provide us something new.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Interesting. So another thing that I really want to make is, okay, I'm above 100. I want to make a compass.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
But for that, I need silver. So that's really what's going to hold us back from finding the tower, because I need to be able to point myself in a direction and hold that direction. And unfortunately, since I don't have a compass yet, that's...
Oxygen.
Okay, so there's a crocodile-ish kind of creature. I'll stay away from that for now. It's not a leviathan, but it is decently large, and it looked like fairly fast. So I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that for now. My inventory has to be getting fairly full. Yeah. So I need to find the ones that have silver. There's copper. If I remember where I found it, I actually wasn't paying attention. Oh, there we go. There's one silver. I'll just pick up a few more things. And then I will see you guys
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
back at the base. Well, there was something over there. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that doesn't look very pleasant. The deeper you go, typically, the worse things get. There are some peaceful areas. Oh,
Oxygen.
thankfully, probably if I get too close to that short circuit or just loose cable, it'll probably zap me. But I want to see what is up with this. But I was going to say, we're in enough water right now that that's not an issue. All right. Mineral detector. Okay. Sweet. I can't stay up here too long. Well, let's go ahead and scan the desk too.
New blueprint synthesized.
Okay.
New blueprint synthesized.
We not have... Oh, supply crate. A flare. How unhelpful. Supply crate. Nutrient block. Actually, those... In the past, you haven't been able to create them. So, they tend to be very helpful for just taking for emergencies. I'm guessing that's some kind of cage to observe creatures. But... Or maybe an elevator. Alright, I need to get back in the water. Where it is warmer. I know it sounds crazy, but that is the way it works. Alright. And that's actually the way the real world works. But... Can I pick up any of these? Nope, just one. Alright, so I'm going to head back to base. And let's make a compass and see what else we've got. The mineral detector wasn't something we've had in the past. That's going to give me items that I can't pick up. So I'm not going to worry about that. If you have the research for an item already and you scan it, it gives you titanium in general for things. So 2 titanium for the item, which is actually pretty helpful. It's not super special, but it is helpful. You know what? Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff out here because I don't need all of these materials. Open storage, and let's not left click. So put a bunch of titanium in there, put some copper in there. Silver I'm gonna need. Quartz I don't think I need. Oh, it's already full. Alright, so we'll just hang on. Well, I'll put some stuff in here too. Open storage. The quartz in there and the Crevon seed. I don't need the flares. That. Yeah, actually I can cook that. Put that in there. Alright, that's fine. I just want to empty out my inventory just a little bit. Alright, so fabricator. Oh, can we actually just make it? No. Okay, so mineral detector. Proximity detector. Yeah, locates minerals. Okay, so it does exactly what you think. So I will actually make one of those. We didn't have those in the other game, in the first game. Now, what I do want to do, where is the, there's a compass. I need copper wire, and I need a wiring kit. So the wiring kit is what we needed the silver for. And while I actually have copper wire right behind me, I'm just going to make another one because I'll need more in the future. So that's not really something I'm concerned about. All right, so compass. And now, as you can see up here, we can actually see where we're going, which is pretty important. Because of the beacons that are located naturally on this pod, or I hate to call it a habitat because it's just one room, and I think of a habitat as a lot of rooms. But since we have the beacon on this, it's easy to get back, but it is hard to stay the course in trying to travel somewhere. So, yeah. All right, so...
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
Interesting.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Nice. So now we know where to go. And also I have one piece of a grav trap, but obviously I can't make either of these yet because I don't have all the research for them. Hopefully we can get that from our location coming up. So, can I put anything in here? No. I have to store it outside, which is fine. Does it? Oh, there we go. 627. So that is a decent way away. Let's go ahead and put as much as we can in here anyway. I'm gonna take an extra one of these just in case. And I'm going to get some water as well, because I'm going to need that. We're at 36 at the moment. Not great. So I'm going to take care of that, and then I'm going to start heading that direction. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, so I'm journeying along, heading towards the beacon over there, and I found this area, which is really cool looking. I don't really want to go down there because we've got creatures.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
So further down than I can really realistically go at the moment. So, interesting. Now, as we get to areas with lower depths, we tend to have larger creatures. I don't know. I feel like I don't have any oxygen at the moment. So I guess I'll go ahead and head down here. But we need to keep an eye out. These are interesting. We've got some vents going on, it looks like. Yeah, some hydrothermal spires. Go turn a light on, because I know YouTube makes things darker. Oh, we've got some vents over here, in which we actually have
Mineral-rich crevices detected below. Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Did my PDA have an accent a second ago? Is that just me? Was that actually... Wait. Frigid sea coral. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so let's head over here. Oh, what are you? I keep finding things, so I can't scan that. I've already scanned that one. Alright. So we should have a ladder over here somewhere. Yes, no, maybe? Oh, okay, that works. Wait, I saw... Okay, light stick. Sweet. And you can see the vents off in the distance. It's really foggy at the moment, but you can see them. Yeah, I got a light stick.
New blueprint synthesized.
Okay, well now we have to worry about freezing to death. Floodlight. Let's grab that. Coffee machine. Sweet. Very important. Very,
New
very
blueprint
important.
synthesized.
Okay, and trash can.
New blueprint synthesized.
We have to keep our priorities here. That can wait. Alright, so I'm going to drop into the water real quick
New blueprint synthesized.
so that I can zero out my temperature. Oh, it looks like we need to go lower. Okay, there we go. So let's do that. That way we can go on land and not have to worry about our temperature, at least for a moment. Can we scan these trees?
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know it's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
Okay. Well, I'm not at risk adverse. Okay, we do have those so that we can use heat for. Thermal lilies. Sweet. Hello? Am I gonna get shot or something? I feel like that might be the case. Okay, so I was gonna say I'll follow those, but they ended. So let's go up here. I feel like I'm passing up so much area. Like these caves, for example. What have we got down here? Horseshoe shrub. I'm not going to pick those up yet because I don't really have a lot of room that I can carry with me. Sulfur. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. I am probably going to get lost. Okay. What about up here? Okay, we got some more sulfur, which I will need. So I will definitely take advantage of it if it's offered me. All right, so let's... Oh, I can sprint. Okay, so let's go ahead and sprint. It'd be interesting if it, like, keeps you warm if you sprint. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Let's go ahead and head up here. That way we can follow these guys. Oh. No, it doesn't keep you warm. Okay, well, it was a thought. I'm just trying to follow the ropes and the lights. Now, it is my experience that these beacons actually get kind of annoying after a while. Interesting. Oh, I see. So this is how they're doing their heat. There's some sulfur, a mineral detector fragment, which just gonna give us that. So Altera PDA. Okay. Emmanuel special something. I didn't catch that. Altera special requests. I need more shower heads. Okay. All right, so I'll let you guys read that if you want to. Again, I'm not going to read those out loud, all of them, because I know there's going to be a bunch of them. Okay, some sulfur, some more sulfur. Not going to worry about these because those are just titanium and copper. Oh, hi there.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
Well, I mean, we're going to proceed, right?
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
It would appear I'm far less alone on this planet than I had anticipated.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh? So I just want to talk. I need information and temperature. So I have a feeling gone fishing.
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status, in progress.
So status reports. Two active human life forms detected. Unauthorized habitat construction and vehicular activity detected. Observe and prepare. Interesting. I'm gonna go up there, but I want to warm up first because I don't want to risk dying out here. I've got a good amount of stuff on me. Really just supplies and things, but how are those fish doing? I'll go and eat that, and I can go and drink some water as well. Okay, set up here. So I kind of hate to, trespass, as she says. Test override module port. Interesting. Oh, so last known position of the pilot. Is that her? Okay, she's not anywhere near here anymore. So do I need to really worry? I mean, obviously I'm going to have to track her down. But to travel that far is going to be a real undertaking. Yeah, let's go back over here. Warm up by our friendly radiator flower. And let's see what's over here. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get in. We might be able to. I'm just going to die. Oh, lasers at me. Oh, it's really cold in here.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher-uppers.
Yeah, like what will be us. The
New
man was
blueprint
dead.
synthesized.
Sweet. Oh, we can't do the
New
lockers.
blueprint synthesized.
That's a shame. What is that? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Wall shelves. Now, most of this is just decorative, but it's a wall shelf.
New blueprint synthesized.
But knowing me, that's exactly what I need, right? It's a multi-purpose
New
room.
blueprint synthesized.
Sweet. So it's going to take a lot longer to scan because it's obviously a building, or at least part of a building. So this is kind of what I
New
mentioned.
blueprint synthesized.
When I said that the story locations tend to have a lot of blueprints, we're getting a lot of blueprints. This is what we really need. Executive
New
desk.
blueprint synthesized.
No, who am I kidding? All this decorative stuff is really what we need. Who cares about the storage?
Good morning, Frostpack. Just a quick update to inform you of some key achievements and priority shifts we need you all to get behind. The Spy Pangling project was a resounding success. Please join me in congratulating Samantha IU, who is now reassigned to Outpost Zero, helping us dream of future initiatives. Congratulations are also in order for Danielle Valenti and her team at Omega Lab. The closing of Phi Robotics means important funds can be redirected to their Kara bacteria study, which has important, positive implications for the life sciences. You're all doing an exceptional job, and I don't want to promise anything, but HQ has been taking notice. Keep up the good work, and I think we can start discussing bonuses soon.
Sam really got under management's skin. I didn't know she had it in her.
I was just going to say, I was like, his voice says one thing, his words say another, which, that's pretty on point.
David, you'll be happy to know the Frostpack is making excellent progress. I must say, my management style appears to be uniquely well suited to isolated planets. I miss you, of course, but I wonder if you feel it too. As great as we are together, we're almost better apart. Just look at how well Prosperina did in her last show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure if I'd been around, I'd only have made her nervous. Once this mission is over, I'll come home for a few good months. And then, what do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separation success? I really think this could be a great model for us going forward, romantically and otherwise. Don't forget, I love you from the depths of my heart. Keep on succeeding in your projects. You know there's nothing I find more attractive.
Wow. I mean, this is like, could you imagine dating somebody like that? I mean, I think, oops. The obvious answer for me is if I was dating someone like that, I wouldn't be dating someone like that. But, oh my gosh, that is just disgusting. Anyway. Scanner room. Sweet.
New blueprint synthesized.
When we can get those usually take a lot of power. So we're not going to be building something like that anytime soon. But when you can actually power them, it's pretty darn nice. Builder fragment. Sweet. And that is exactly what we
New
need.
blueprint synthesized.
Because without it, we wouldn't be able to... Oh, solar panels as well. Nice. we wouldn't be able to actually build all of these. And a bioreactor. Alright, what have we got in here? And a battery charger, sweet. Advanced wiring kit, which we're going to need to build all that, I imagine. Power transmitter, nice. Those are basically power cables. But they're like wireless power, so. Jukebox fragment. Anything else in here? Datapad.
For the last time, I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
A map will come in handy. I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics where Sam worked.
So they're different bed types. Interesting. This is a messy bed.
Communications tower maintenance log. Another day, another slight by the winged furies. As usual, I got an interference alert. As usual, I went out to see what the problem was. As usual, it was frozen stalagmites of feathered bird excrement. I fear the career impact of saying this officially. If you can even call what I have a career. But I could swear they're targeting me personally. The week I was out with the flu, I came back to find the tower spotless. Parvin laughed at me when I asked him how he cleaned it. Silly me. As if Parvin would ever clean anything. There's nothing left for me to do but quit. But I know that's what the birds want me to do. Oh, and I got the tower up and running. Maintenance complete.
Sweet.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. Be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with. But you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out. Although, she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes. But I guess that's normal, under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite.
Alrighty, so that's going to wrap us up for today. I'm going to head back to our base, such as it is, and get ready to actually build a bigger base. Wow, I'm actually getting a lot of this. Okay, so, yeah, that's going to do it for today. Come here. Oh, I can't scan you? Oh, that's a shame. Probably one of those birds that... Birds? I don't know. It kind of looks like a V-wing or something. I don't know. Anyway... And I don't mean the Star Wars V-Wing. I mean more like a... Anyway. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will leave you with this interesting view of bubbling sulfur and a nice planet. Take it easy.